Hey, good morning. What's shaking, Warfighter Nation? Ron here with Isaiah 6:8 and Warfighter Ranch. Here on this beautiful Red Friday, lest we forget Jesus, who deployed to heaven on the original Red Friday. You see what I did there? I'm coming at you today with Street Sermon 26. Leadership Lessons Learned. These are just my thoughts on leadership over the years. When you're retired, you have a lot of time to think. You get to see the world going on around you, the world events, the warfighter culture around the planet, where everybody's at and what they're doing. And I felt this message was really pertinent for the times. Leaders are truly great because of one thing. We'll get to that in a minute. Leaders are not great because of the rank on their collar. In the end, rank is like a refrigerator paper for your accomplishments. If the troops don't trust you, you'll have to drag them because you'll never truly lead them. Leaders are not great because they're the toughest. Leadership and muscle aren't the same thing, but mental muscle matters. Leaders are not great because they know everything. Even the wisest man in history once said that wisdom seeks counsel. That'd be in Proverbs. Leaders are not great because of their anger. A leader in a state of rage has a narrowed perspective. And when lives are on the line, you need to have your head on a swivel. A level one at that. Leaders are not great because they go it alone. They know when to ask for help, and they do. Leaders are not great because of a family name. Valor is not inherited, it's earned. Leaders are not great because they have more tours than the next guy. It takes merely a moment in time to truly make a difference. Leaders are not great because they have the most confirmed kills. It's not how many bodies you've stacked. Without compassion, you will hurt others and yourself more than necessary. Leaders are not great because they're perfect. They've made many mistakes, and some have come at a high cost. Appreciate this. Leaders are not great because they're loud. Even a fool can shout on a mountaintop. Leaders are not great because they're only halfway in. Great leaders are all in, and your troops know what that looks like. Leaders are not great because they're a hammer in a sea of nails. A great leader knows how hard to tap each nail because each one is different. Each one is fearfully and wonderfully made. Pretty sure I've heard that somewhere before. Leaders are not great leaders because they let things slide. They recognize their own imperfections and quite often choose not to punish you for yours. You're human, and so are they. Leaders are not great simply because they're leaders. They know where they came from and have humbled themselves to something greater than themselves. Leaders are not great because they're angry about their scars. They take those lessons learned and dedicate their lives to making sure their troops stay alive. Like children, the troops will not always understand why they are the way they are. And that's okay. Great leaders only become great leaders when they succumb to their own will, relinquish their pride, and die to themselves. Only then will they not only know, but comprehend and believe that they will not always be able to train, profess, guide, or oversee the optimal outcome every single time. Leaders are only great because of one thing. They love harder, deeper, and unceasingly with everything in them. That's who they are. And they have more humility than most can comprehend. What you may see as being done with ease has taken years to master and undoubtedly has left a few scars. May God bless those who lead America's sons and daughters. May God bless our 2 sons currently serving in the U.S. Army. May God bless all of America's children and provide them all with a better future than we can hope for them. My name is Ron Breland. University of Mogadishu, class of '93, and I approve this message.